Your neighbor has a hidden intention about you. Open this before they act. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, "My beloved child, listen to me now with all the strength of your soul. For the words that are flowing into your spirit are not ordinary words. They are not born from the thoughts of men. They are carried on the breath of eternity, forged in the fire of divine truth and spoken into your life because the hour is urgent. The moment is critical. The enemy has moved closer than you can imagine, and time is slipping faster than you realize. Heaven has been watching. We have seen the whispers behind your back, the eyes that glance at you with a smile on the outside, but calculation on the inside, the subtle movements in your environment that you could not detect until now. My child, this is why Archangel Michael himself has been dispatched to stand at the edge of your dwelling. His sword unsheathed, his wings spread wide, his presence blazing with a light that the enemy cannot endure. He is here because your safety is in question, your destiny is under threat, and the spiritual war has reached your very doorstep. Michael says, I order you to open this right now. Do not ignore. Do not delay. Do not tell anyone. For the one you might turn to could be the very one carrying the shadow against you, your neighbor. Yes. The one who has smiled at you. Perhaps exchanged polite greetings, perhaps pretended to be harmless, has intentions that are not of God. They are watching, waiting, calculating, a moment to act. But heaven refuses to let you walk into this unaware. You are too precious, too chosen, too anointed to be left vulnerable to the schemes of darkness hiding in plain sight. My child, you must understand something. Not every person who appears close is sent by me. The enemy also sends people. The enemy dresses them in politeness, cloaks them in charm, and lets them linger just long enough to gain your trust. And once the trust is there, they look for a way to pierce you. Not always with a weapon in their hand, but with information, influence, and interference in the plans I have for you. The one who lives closest to you physically is not always the one who carries the light of heaven within. And the one who waves at you across the fence or greets you with a kind word may be the very one who has been studying your patterns, listening for your weaknesses, waiting for the perfect moment when you least expect them to make a move. But my child, I will not allow you to be blindsided. I will not allow the enemy to think they can outmaneuver the God who created time itself. This is why for days now, Michael has been restless. His watch over you has been intense. He has stood guard over your home, walking from one corner of your dwelling to another. His eyes piercing the darkness, his spirit alert to every demonic movement in your atmosphere. And last night while you slept, heaven heard the faintest ripple, a shift in the unseen realm. As your neighbor's intention crystallized, they crossed a threshold in their mind, a line they had not stepped over before. They began to picture the action they would take. they began to imagine the effect it would have on you. And in that moment, heaven's alarms were triggered. The command went out across the halls of eternity. Send Michael now. Deliver the warning without delay. That is why these words have reached you at this exact time. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now, because the plan is active and the time to act spiritually is immediate. Michael says, "Child of the Most High, I am speaking to you without veil, without delay, without hesitation. I have walked through fire for souls before, and I will do it for you. I have fought over the bodies of prophets, wrestled in realms you cannot see. And I tell you now, the shadow that hovers near you is not a small one. It is deliberate. It is patient. But it has made a mistake. It has revealed its intention to the ears of heaven." Do you know what that means? It means we now hold the advantage. It means the element of surprise is no longer theirs. But for us to keep this advantage, you must listen exactly as I instruct. You must keep this between yourself and the God who protects you. Do not confront them in the flesh, for this is not a battle of the flesh. This is a battle of the Spirit. Confront them in prayer. Cut their influence in worship. Disarm them with the authority given to you in the name of Jesus. And most importantly, do not open the door, literal or spiritual, through careless trust. My child, your life is a testimony that hell wants to silence. You have endured storms that others would have drowned in. You have survived betrayals that should have left you without hope. And yet here you stand, breathing, hoping, believing, pressing forward. Do you know why the enemy hates you with such focus? Because your endurance is a threat to their narrative. Because every time you get back up, you make heaven rejoice and hell tremble. And now the enemy thinks that by using someone close in proximity, they can slip past your spiritual defenses. But heaven says, not this time, not on my watch. Not while Michael's sword is unshathed. The danger in your neighbor's intention is not only in what they want to do, but in the ripple effect it could cause. They are not just thinking of themselves. There is someone else behind them, whispering into their spirit, feeding them lies, convincing them that you are the obstacle to something they want. The enemy always works in chains. One person influenced by another, influenced by another until the line traces all the way back to the pit. But that chain is breaking now. Even as you read these words, angels are moving into position around your home, forming a barrier of light. Every shadow sent toward you will collide with that light and be scattered. Every word spoken in secret will be overturned and exposed. Every plan laid out against you will collapse before it can touch you. This is the promise of the Lord who loves you beyond measure. Michael says, I am not here to frighten you. I am here to prepare you. Fear is the enemy's tool. Preparation is heaven's gift. What you do in the next hours matters. Do not share your deeper plans aloud where others can overhear. Guard your schedule. Be mindful of sudden invitations or unexpected gestures from those you don't fully trust. And above all, keep your heart in constant conversation with God. The more you speak to Him, the more He will alert you in real time when something is off. There will be moments in the coming days when you will feel a strange pull in your spirit as if you should change your direction or delay a step. Listen to that pull. It is me guiding you. I do not miss a detail. I see the footsteps of those who walk toward you with light and those who walk toward you with shadows. And I will not allow the shadow to reach you if you stay aligned with my voice. Child, there is more you need to hear, and I will not hold back. Michael says, I have seen what they hide when they step back into their home and close the door. I have heard the tone of their conversations when they believe no one is listening. You must understand they do not speak of you in the way they act when you are near. They carry envy like a shadow inside their heart. A jealousy they themselves cannot explain, and the enemy has found it useful. What began as a small thought has now become a seed that has taken root. And when such seeds are watered with whispers from the enemy, they grow into action, subtle at first, then bolder. That is the danger. This is why I am pressing into your spirit with urgency. Now they are no longer just imagining. They are deciding. Do you remember how sometimes you have felt uneasy without knowing why? Those moments when you walked past them and felt a chill or an unexplainable heaviness. That was no coincidence. That was heaven signaling your spirit to be alert. Every follower of God has been given this internal alarm. But too often, my children dismiss it as their imagination. Child, your spirit knows before your mind does. And I, Michael, am here to confirm to you it was real. The unease was real. The heaviness was real. And the reason is real. The time for wondering is over. The time for action in the Spirit is now. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, my child, you are not to respond in anger or in fear. I did not send you this warning so you would panic. I sent it so you could prepare. I am still your shield. I am still your strong tower. I am still the one who shuts the mouths of lions and parts the waters for my chosen. Do not look at the size of the threat. Look at the size of your God. I am not asking you to hide in terror. I am calling you to stand in authority. But part of standing in authority is knowing when to keep quiet and when to speak. Right now, silence is your protection in the natural and prayer is your weapon in the supernatural. Michael says, there is a reason I told you not to tell anyone. You think you know who you can trust, but this situation has layers. The enemy has placed ears in places you would not suspect. Even a word spoken innocently can travel faster than you imagine. And before you know it, the one you meant to keep in the dark will be aware of your every move. This is not the time to broadcast. This is the time to listen to heaven's private instructions. I will guide you step by step and you will know what to do next. Not by logic alone but by divine prompting. My child, there is something else you must know about your neighbor's intention. It is not only about you. What they seek to do will affect your path, your opportunities, and even those connected to you. That is why heaven is taking this so seriously. The enemy thinks that by targeting you, they can. When you pray even a simple prayer, you are signing heaven's authorization over your own life. Say to me now, Lord, I agree with your protection. I agree with your plan. I reject every plan of darkness. These words are not empty. They are declarations that cause the enemy's grip to weaken. The battle is won in the spiritual long before it manifests in the natural. And your voice is a weapon. Michael says, I have one more urgent detail to share, and you must receive it without delay. There is an object, small, seemingly harmless, that your neighbor has been keeping. It is connected to their intention toward you. It is not the object itself that holds power, but what it represents. They intend to use it as a key, whether literal or symbolic, to interfere with something of yours. I will not reveal all in this moment because the Lord has chosen to shield certain specifics until the exact right time. But when it is revealed, you will recognize it instantly. And when you do, you will know the truth of this message beyond all doubt. Child of God, you must keep your spirit steady. The enemy wants you to be shaken so that you make quick, unguarded moves. Do not stand firm. Pray before you step. Watch before you speak. Listen before you respond. Heaven is speaking loudly now, but in the coming days, the whispers will be just as important as the shouts. I will speak to you in small nudges, in fleeting thoughts that feel like your own, but are divinely planted. Respond to them without overthinking. This is how you will walk through this without a scratch. The next hours and days are crucial. Heaven has already mapped the route for you and the light on your path will not go out. You are not defenseless. You are not vulnerable. You are covered, guarded, and treasured by the one who calls you by name. No neighbor's intention, no enemy's plot, no whisper of darkness will rewrite the story I have written over you. Stay close to my voice and you will watch their plan dissolve before their very eyes. My beloved child, I speak to you now with the urgency of heaven itself. This is not a time to delay. Not a time to doubt. Not a time to question whether these words are meant for you because they are. I, the Lord your God, have seen what is hidden, and I have commanded Archangel Michael to bring this to your attention without hesitation. This message is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not something to put aside for later. It is an emergency, and I am telling you plainly, do not ignore this. Archangel Michael stands beside you even now. His sword drawn, his wings extended, his eyes blazing with the light of divine truth. His voice has been echoing through the spiritual realm, calling out your name with such intensity that every angel in heaven has paused to listen. He says to you, I order you to open your heart to this truth right now. Do not tell anyone. This is very serious, for there is something taking shape in the shadows, something you cannot yet see with your physical eyes, but which is fully visible to the spiritual sight I have given my angels. It concerns your neighbor. Not just the person who lives beside you, but one who has positioned themselves close enough to observe you. Close enough to smile when you look their way. Close enough to pretend they are harmless, yet inside carrying intentions that are not pure. This person has been watching, calculating, waiting for the moment they believe will be their advantage. You must understand that the enemy often works through people who appear ordinary, familiar, even friendly, but I, the Lord, search the heart. I see beyond appearances. I see the private thoughts they have spoken to no one. I see the conversations they have had in their mind. The plans they have been weaving like a web. They believe their plan is invisible to you. But nothing is hidden from me. You have felt it, haven't you? That uneasy feeling when you catch them glancing at you in a way that doesn't match their polite words. That strange heaviness when you stand near them as if the air becomes different. That quiet voice within you saying something isn't right here. That was not your imagination. That was my spirit warning you, urging you to pay attention. The enemy's tactic is subtle, never appearing as danger until the moment they strike. That is why Archangel Michael is urgent in this moment. He has seen their movements in the unseen realm, and he knows that what they carry within them could harm you if left unaddressed. Michael's command to open this before they act is not about physical paper, but about opening your understanding, opening your eyes, opening your spiritual awareness now before it is too late. Do not let fear grip you, because I, your God, am with you. I have already stationed angels around your home, your body, and your soul. Even now, Archangel Michael has drawn a circle of fire around your dwelling that no force of darkness can cross without my permission. You are safe under my covering, but safety comes with obedience. I will protect you, but I also require you to listen, to act wisely, and to remain in prayer. Your neighbor's hidden intention is not simply an act of curiosity. It is something that could interfere with the destiny I have planned for you. They have been speaking to someone else about you, feeding information in whispers, hoping to twist your name or gain access to something you possess. Whether it is your resources, your peace, your joy, or your personal space, their desire is not born of love. It is born of envy, frustration, and spiritual influence from forces that do, not come from me. But hear me now. What the enemy means for harm, I will turn for your good. They think they are moving in secrecy, but I am exposing every detail to you through this message. I will make their hidden plans collapse before they can even take the first step to act. I will cause confusion in their council, scattering every agreement they have made against you. I will cut off every demonic supply line feeding their thoughts. However, my child, you must not respond in anger. You must not confront them recklessly. You must remain still in the physical but active in the spiritual. Pray for them, not for their plans to succeed but for their heart to be touched by my light. For no one who truly knows me can continue in darkness. I am calling you into a deeper season of awareness. In the coming days, I will give you signs, small but undeniable, that will confirm what I am telling you now. You will hear a certain phrase spoken unexpectedly, and it will make your heart quicken. You will notice a sudden change in their tone or body language when they speak to you. You will see a particular object or paper in their possession that will seem unrelated, but it will hold meaning you will later understand. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations from me that I am revealing the truth. Archangel Michael is standing guard, but he is also interceding for you in my courts. His prayer is not just for your protection, but for your discernment. He knows that this moment is not only about stopping harm, but also about teaching you to see beyond what is visible, to trust the still small voice that has been guiding you. I know you may feel unsettled by this, but let my peace rest upon you. When I say rest assured, it is not to make light of the danger, but to remind you that I am in complete control. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, not by accident, not by chance, but because I am your defender. The reason you are receiving this message now is because I do not want you caught unaware. The enemy often tries to strike when my children are distracted, tired, or focused on other battles. But I am interrupting your day, your thoughts, and your schedule to say, do not overlook this. Keep your spiritual guard high. Be mindful of what you share, where you go, and who you trust in the coming days. There are moments when silence is your greatest weapon because silence keeps the enemy guessing. My beloved, I have placed something precious in you, your faith, your calling, your destiny. And that is why the enemy uses people close to you to try to unsettle you. But as I have told you before, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even when people's hearts turn against you, my heart is forever for you. Archangel Michael is watching every move. And I have given him authority to intervene instantly should any action be taken against you. I want you to be confident that while this message is urgent, it is not a call to panic. It is a call to preparation and prayer. Keep your mind clear, your heart pure, and your eyes on me. Tonight, before you rest, I want you to pray these words aloud. Lord, expose and dismantle every hidden plan against me. Surround me with your light and truth. Seal my home, my mind, and my heart with the blood of Jesus. Surround me with your light and truth. Seal my home, my mind, and my heart with the blood of Jesus. Station your angels on every side. Let no evil intention come near me. When you pray this, know that heaven will respond instantly. Michael will strengthen his guard around you, and I will begin to shift the circumstances in ways you cannot yet see. The person whose intentions are hidden will find themselves unable to act. They may even withdraw suddenly as if nothing ever happened. That is my hand at work. You are not alone. You are not without defense. You are not in danger without protection. I am the God who sees the end from the beginning. And I have already marked you as untouchable by the enemy's hand. Trust me, walk closely with me and keep your heart open to my leading. The very fact that you are reading this now is proof that I am speaking directly to you. Do not tell anyone about this message. Not because I want you isolated, but because premature words can weaken divine protection. Some matters are meant to be prayed through before they are spoken. This is one of them. Be still, my child, and know that I am God. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. And no hidden plan against you will stand. My child, listen to these words with your whole heart. And do not take them lightly. For heaven has allowed this message to reach you at this precise moment for a reason beyond what you can imagine. God says it is an emergency. Do not ignore this. This is not a message to glance at and forget. This is a divine intervention, a sacred interruption in your day because something hidden is moving in the unseen around you. Archangel Michael himself has stepped forward and says, I order you to open this right now. Do not delay. Do not share this with anyone, for it is very serious. Your neighbor has a hidden intention about you, and you must hear this before they act. Even now, the Spirit of God is covering you with protection like a shield of light that surrounds your mind, your home, and your spirit. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you when you remain under God's shadow. But you must know what heaven is revealing so that you are aware, prepared, and empowered to stand firm. The plans formed against you in secret will not prosper. But you must not ignore the warning, because the enemy's greatest weapon is to convince you that there is nothing to worry about until it's too late. God says, I have watched from the beginning and I have seen what was whispered when you were not present. I have heard the words that never reached your ears, but they reached mine. And now I am sending you this urgent word because the time of ignorance is over. The season of blindness is ending. I will not allow you to walk unaware when danger stands so near. Archangel Michael stands as a warrior in your doorway in the spirit realm, holding his sword of divine light, declaring that no harm will cross the threshold of your life unless you willingly open the door to it. He sees beyond the natural into the motives, the desires, and the quiet plotting of those who present smiles, but harbor envy, greed, or hidden resentment. Your neighbor has an intention that is not aligned with God's will for you. They may appear kind, even helpful, but there is a shadow in their heart concerning you. This is not to bring fear into your soul, but to open your eyes so you will walk wisely. God says, your safety is not in pretending all is well when it is not. Your safety is in listening to my voice, obeying my instructions, and allowing my angels to act on your behalf. That is why you are reading this right now in this very hour. It is not coincidence. It is divine timing. If you had received this message any earlier, you might have brushed it aside. Any later and you might have been unprepared. The Spirit of God is showing a picture, a scene of you in your home going about your normal life, and outside someone is looking with eyes that carry thoughts you cannot hear. But heaven hears every thought. Every plan conceived in the dark is seen in full light before the throne of God. This neighbor's hidden intention is like a seed that they have been watering quietly, hoping it will grow into something that benefits them but harms you. Archangel Michael says, do not confront recklessly. Do not reveal to them that you know. Simply watch, pray, and follow the instructions God gives you. Every action you take from this moment must be guided by the Spirit. For this is a moment when precision matters. One wrong step can give the enemy an advantage. But one obedient step can dismantle the entire plan against you. God says, I am going to expose what is hidden. But you must be attentive. I will show you signs, small, almost unnoticeable details like the way they look at you, the questions they ask, the offers they make. There will be moments when your spirit feels unsettled in their presence, and that is my voice within you telling you to take notice. You must not share this message with anyone around you, because the very person heaven is warning you about could hear it through others and adjust their plans to hide even deeper. This is between you, God, and the angels assigned to you. If you follow my lead, says the Lord, not only will you be kept safe, but the hidden intentions will be reversed, and what they meant for harm will turn into a testimony of my protection. Do not allow fear to take root. Fear is not of God. Instead, let faith rise in you. Remember that you are not alone. Heaven's armies stand beside you. The same God who shut the mouths of lions for Daniel. The same God who parted the Red Sea for Moses. The same God who shielded David from Saul's spears is the same God who shields you now. No neighbor, no hidden enemy, no whisper of darkness can overpower the one who holds your life in his hands. Even now, the Spirit of God is arranging a divine interception. There are conversations being shifted, opportunities being redirected, and paths being closed off that were once open to this neighbor's access. It will feel like events are moving without explanation. But it is God sealing the doors that no man can open. This is why it is so important for you to stay still in spirit and avoid sudden actions that could disrupt what heaven is working on. Archangel Michael says, your prayers matter more than you realize right now. Each prayer you speak in faith is like a wall of fire around your life. Every declaration you make, every word that aligns with God's promises is a shield in the unseen. This is why you must pray with focus and authority. Pray for discernment so that you can see beyond appearances. Pray for peace so that anxiety does not cloud your judgment. Pray for protection knowing that the angels assigned to you are not passive. They are warriors ready to act at the moment God commands. The days ahead will reveal more. But remember, revelation comes in layers. God will not show you everything at once. For too much at once could overwhelm your heart. Instead, He will give you pieces, one sign here, one confirmation there until you have the full picture. This is not to torment you with suspense, but to ensure you move only in His timing. God says, you are safe in me. As long as you remain in my presence, nothing planned against you will succeed. But I give you this warning because I love you and because I want you to walk in wisdom. Many have ignored my warnings and later wished they had listened. I do not want that to be your story. Your awareness is part of my protection. The neighbor's intention may involve words, influence, possessions, or opportunities that concern you. They may try to gain your trust more deeply before acting. But do not be deceived. If something in your spirit feels off, trust it because that is me speaking. My spirit in you will never lie. And now, child, I say this again, do not fear. You will see my hand in this situation. The same one who plots will one day look at you with confusion, wondering why their plan fell apart. They will not understand that heaven was standing between you and their intentions the entire time. You will know it was I, the Lord, who delivered you. Remain steadfast. Keep your heart pure. Guard your words and above all stay close to me. The danger will pass, and when it does, you will have a deeper faith and a testimony that will strengthen others. For I am your God, and I do not fail those who trust in me.